All right, we are in Champ Select. So it's I. I played Dota twice, and joining me today is
Aquatic Dark, co-caster, excited for some amazing games.
I am super ecstatic to be here. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. So we have Cory in the house versus GG Esports. So Aquatic Dark, tell me first off, what's your prediction for the match?
For this match, considering the top lane's a new player, recently joined the server on the side of CoryInTheHouse, I expect there to be some difficulties in the jungler working well with him. So at least for the first game, which is all I'm going to predict for now, I expect there to be a few kills going the way of GG, leading into a pretty clean win coming from the top side of the map.
Okay, I concur about the GG win. I don't know about clean because I've seen GG play, so we'll leave that part out. But I do think they'll win. Going into the bans here, it looks like Cory in the house banning Tristana, very good ADC, very meta, pretty safe, good damage. Banning Leona, not the best support in the meta right now, but still very good. And then meanwhile, GG Esports banning the banning Ninetales. That's the top laner. Excuse me. Ban the J4. Very good jungler. Very meta. Kled, I would assume that's a target ban against Ben King Leo. And then Zed, again, I would assume a target ban against level 2 gank. So like you mentioned, the Ben King Leo is a sub. There's also a couple role swaps. I believe level 2 gank is the jungler, and Oshwalt is supposed to be the top laner, but they're kind of playing secondary roles, so that's definitely going to come into play as well.
Unfamiliarity with a role can really affect just how well you can play in a team. It doesn't so much affect the mechanics of a player, but a team fight or a positioning can really be misdone when you're not familiar with your role.
100% agree with that. So right now we got the Jax Sejuani, excuse me. Woo! I'm too hyped up on coffee. Jax Sejuani pickup. Jack's pretty good top laner. Definitely meta. I think Ninetales is a pretty good player. I'm not sure how good he is on Jax, but he's a good player. It's a good champ, so sounds pretty good. Rengar loves the Sejuani. Usually does a pretty decent performance on it. So very good pickup for them. And then the Twitch, who I think is a very good ADC right now, and the Warwick pickup, who I don't think is top tier jungle, but is I'd say definitely up there. And I would assume the comfort pick.
I'd say Warwick can definitely hold his own in the jungle. He doesn't suffer so much against top tier junglers. He really can absorb a lot of pressure.
Sona pickup. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Sona, but Sona, if you have a good Sona player, can be very impressive in the bot lane, especially if you're picking a squishy ADC. Like, let's say a Vayne, someone who's short range, who's very squishy. Sona can absolutely demolish you, make you continually play super safe, continually do early backs, so you don't have a lot of gold, you don't get a lot of items, etc., etc.
Sona's
Aurelius Zeno picking up the LB.
Sona's mechanics with her ult are going to be really critical, because landing a 3-man ult can really chain well into a Twitch ultimate, which can eat through those members, as they will be lined up if the Sona's ult lands.
100%,
so that'll be something to watch.
Yes, 100%. Banning the Maokai. So Jax is a bruiser. You know, if you ever watch Hashinishin, you know that bruisers are absolutely terrible and right should kill themselves. So banning the top Maokai, try to get rid of that tank. The brand ban, I'm assuming that in their mind that's a support brand they're trying to keep off the table, because I would assume that's a mid LB, so mid brand should not be picked. So I'm assuming they're just trying to take off some supports off the table. And then the Kog'Maw. Okay, going for the bot lane makes sense because the other 3 lanes have been picked.
Brand and Kog'Maw both provide a lot of team fight damage late into the game, so cutting down on those potential hyper carries that could scale into the late game seems to be their MO in this situation.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, since the Kog'Maw nerfs came in, I assumed we wouldn't be seeing as much pick ban Kog'Maw. I know in higher healers, Kog'Maw definitely lost a lot of playing time, but honestly, I think the nerfs hit him pretty hard. So that's just my 2 cents.
I also agree completely, considering they already saw the Jax and LeBlanc locked in. meaning that those are two assassins. I don't really see many people trying to protect the Kog'Maw in GG Esports team comp, so the ban on the Kog'Maw doesn't really make too much sense in that situation.
100% agree. Yes, definitely, for sure. I do like the Ezreal pickup, though. He's safe. He still does good damage. I personally, when I saw all the nerfs to Klepto to Ezreal, I was like, this guy's done. He's useless. He's a cannon minion. I've been playing a lot of easy just because I enjoy the champion, and I still been smacking people in low to mid gold on it. Obviously, that's low to mid gold, but that's what we're playing at right here. This is what most of these players are, low to mid gold. So, not sure about the Blitzcrank pick with the Ezreal. Not the best lane, but it is a Twitch, it is a Sona, so if he can hook some squishies, definitely do some good damage, some good burst, kill him in lane.
Yeah, they definitely have the damage that if Blitzcrank ever hooks someone, that person is exploded on the spot.
Yeah, for sure, especially post 6. Immediately just disappeared. So, whose team comp you liking better right now?
As far as actual team comp performance in a team fight, I have to lean more towards the side of CoryInTheHouse just because they have the Gragas, they have the Twitch, they have the Warwick, they have the Renekton. Like, those 4 picks, in addition to the Sona ultimate, are all just really good in team fights, providing a lot of AoE damage, at least from the Gragas and the Twitch with Hurricane. Versus on the side of GG Esports, I'm leaning towards a pick-heavy comp. LeBlanc roams, Jax usually does pretty well in lane. Looking less towards the team fight and more of the jungle warfare where they're running around in blind spots trying to pick people off.
Yeah, for sure.
Blitzcrank hooks.
And then obviously late game they can always go with the split push Jax.
Depending on the LeBlanc build, LeBlanc has been known to be able to split push as well. So it is possible to pull off a 1-3-1. So,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly kind of like GG's comp better. I really like this. I don't know. I just feel Renekton is kind of like in a weird spot right now. Because yeah, he can definitely dominate lane, but then outer lane, he's kind of, if you're really good with him, obviously he can do really great things. But if you're not just a super, super good Renekton player who can get a super big lead in the early game, get a lot of good flanks going on, I feel like he's kind of lackluster. I do like the Warwick pick. Gragas mid, I don't know how I feel about that.
LeBlanc is fairly safe against a Gragas mid, assuming she can dodge the body slam, the flash body slam with her W, which is possible. Then the LeBlanc's going to have a pretty easy time in lane. Gragas, however, especially if he's running Electrocute with that Ignite, his full combo does so much damage that it's very hard if you get hit by the full thing to survive, even through things like Barrier, which does not appear to be taken.
Yeah.
Something that I was listening to recently, something mentioned as far as team fights go. GG Esports has a lot of non-committal engages versus CoryInTheHouse has a lot of commitment involved when they engage. When Warwick engages, he has to ult in at melee range. His ult is melee range. Renekton also has to dive into the team. Gragas can pull someone out. Sona can ult in. But then on the side of GG Esports, you've got LeBlanc chains, you've got Blitzcrank hooks, you've got Sejuani ultimate. So it's really like they can fish for those pickoffs without really committing themselves too much to that fight.
Yeah. I feel like Cory are putting a lot of faith, a lot of hope into the Cobra King carrying this, whereas GG Esports kind of have a little more balance going on here. You know, the Jax could carry, LeBlanc can carry, Ezreal could carry, but CoryInTheHouse kind of have Twitch, please carry, everyone else help. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's the carry. Obviously, you know, Renekton can carry, a AP Gragas could carry, but is that really a carry champ? Not so much, especially in the competitive 5s environment. So, and
outside of the Sona ultimate and Sona heals, Twitch doesn't really have a lot of protection for himself, so he's really relying on the Renekton, Warwick, and Gragas to draw attention. The Gragas, Warwick, and Renekton are going to have to make sure that GG can't jump on the Twitch, because without the Twitch, you are right, they have very little sustained DPS, aside from Renekton just auto-attacking. So the Twitch is going to be critical to staying alive, and in order to do that, they're going to have to draw quite a bit of pressure.
Yeah, in my mind, the way these fights should go is, you know, obviously the two teams clash, and then LeBlanc should just be hiding in a bush over a wall somewhere, and then as soon as Twitch makes that one step too far to the left, to the right, forward, hops over the wall, assassinates the Twitch, and then it's an easy cleanup for GG following that. And if that doesn't happen, Twitch is, receives no damage, doesn't get any burst damage, can just sit there, spray and pray the back line, do his damage, then it should be a pretty easy team fight win.
Indeed.
For Cory. So that's how it should go. Obviously, this is the Bronze, Silver, Gold competitive series. So who knows? We might have a full AP Warwick absolutely one-shotting everyone. Which I'm not opposed to seeing. I'm 100% okay with that. If that happens, I will not be mad one bit at this game.
And so as far as keystones go, we see pretty typical keystones across the board. Renekton Electrocute makes sense. You're trying to kill your opponent. Tank Renekton with Aftershock is also a possibility, but the Electrocute makes sense in this situation, considering Jax isn't exactly that tanky of an opponent to face.
Yeah. Warwick with Press the Attack, though? Is that...
Typically...
Is that right? I feel like it's not, but
in solo queue, you would see Predator or something along the lines of I don't know, help him gank better. But in Bronze, Silver, Gold League that we're in, I can kind of understand the Press the Attack as the ultimate automatically procs it, right? So you get an ultimate on a member, say even if he has to ult Sejuani, that's increase of, I believe, 12% damage on the Sejuani. It's not bad if you catch him out with the ultimate, which immediately procs it.
Bot lane taking pretty standard keystone. So for the most part, I feel like everyone took a pretty standard keystone, pretty standard summoner spells. Nothing, it just comes out and says, "Wow, that's crazy out the meta." So got the old Nocturne ult going. I would assume we'll see an invade from GG here.
Blitzcrank, typically you want to invade, try and get that early advantage if you can.
Yeah, so question. So I know Halsey was the ADC last week. Do you know why he's sub now? Is that like his main role and he was off-rolling? Is he the backup support and they wanted to try, what the dealio is?
Little bit of information as far as team goes. Halsey has indeed played support in the past. So he's not completely unfamiliar with the role.
Gragas with the hook. This shouldn't be a kill though,
unless they can get the stun off.
No, that went absolutely nowhere. Okay.
The support was unable to make it for this game, and so they moved Halsey down to the support role and pulled in a sub for the new ADC.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that was a good hook by Blitz. He hit the target, etc. But I wish he'd waited a second or two more. Let Gragas face check the bush, auto him, have Sejuani auto him, and then when he runs, hook him.
I agree.
As opposed to hooking him 2 inches outside the bush, it's kind of a wasted cooldown there. But either way, nothing really lost for either side there. So it looks like both junglers will start their bot side camps, get that super awesome duo lane leash.
You gotta remember the Blitzcrank mentality, though. Ooh, I can hook something, therefore I shall.
Yes, just like Lee Sin. If you land a Q, you take it. Blitzcrank, if you have a Q, you take it. Just always going here. Make sure Twitch does not steal this with his poison. He does not. Excellent. Both junglers have their buffs. Alright, nothing crazy so far.
Got a missing ping going down top lane.
Yeah, I'm wondering... I didn't see. Maybe Renekton did a fake leash. So
it's definitely a possibility. I sadly missed it as well.
Yeah. So, but they should know because bot lane got there super late. So, but either way, it looks like bot lane should hit level 2 here first. I'd really like to see them push for it. Oh,
press the attack, proccing on Renekton, giving quite a bit of damage.
Ooh. Got him. Blitzcrank with the hook, with the knock-up. Sona will flash, get the heal out of Twitch as well. So very good by the GG bot lane. Top lane also getting some really good trades here. Very early lane dominance from the Jax here. Ninetales looking extremely comfortable on the Jax pick.
As far as the Sona positioning goes, something when I was first starting out at League of Legends, something someone really made a point of pointing out to me is that if you move on the side of the turret between the wall, there's so little room to maneuver. So if you see your opponent ever make that mistake, definitely land your skill shots right there.
Definitely going to have an early 2v2 going on here. This should be an easy win from GG Gaming if they can just focus the same target. Rengar, what you doing, bud?
A little bit of coordination on which target they were going for there.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if they could have done a little more coordination there, might have been the first blood, but still, Jax is still definitely getting some damage in, pushing the lane in, making Renekton miss some farms. I mean, he's already got a 9 farm lead, which, you know, isn't anything to write home about, but a lead is still a lead.
Yeah, Jax gets to back now and most likely make it back by the time the minion wave gets there, even without wasting teleport. So that's a really good back timer for him that he was able to capitalize on.
Yeah, because Renekton right now has no pot, so he's 100% going to have to either recall now and try to get to lane in a minute and walk, or stay in lane, probably get poked out, and then have to burn his early TP, which is a lot of pressure lost.
Indeed, indeed.
Looks like that's what he's doing. He's just going to kind of slow farm this wave.
We see an interesting Dark Seal on the LeBlanc. I'm not sure if I would take that in this scenario, since Gragas has the Ignite and the Electrocute. Having that extra 60 health is really critical between whether you survive that all-in or not. But the LeBlanc apparently feels extremely confident in their ability to avoid that all-in combo. So we see that Dark Seal pick up.
Warwick looking for a gank possibly here. Not really. I don't think this is the lane you want to gank. There's really no CC right now. Yeah. Could he hook someone under tower? No, he will not. Oof.
Renekton's able to just barely slice and dice his way out of that one.
Both junglers going for ganks unsuccessfully, but they are definitely making their presence known on the map. I like that. I honestly hate when junglers just kind of sit in their jungles and farm and tell the lanes, hey, wish you the best of luck. I'll see you in a few levels. Yeah. You got to get out there, let your presence be known. You know, help them lanes. Ooh, good damage.
Despite the fact that Warwick level 6 is really helpful in his ganks, his early level ganks aren't really that bad at all. Considering he has that dash and that execute ability. So I am also glad to see him trying to make proactive plays. Yeah,
I mean, it always sucks when your jungler ganks, you don't really get anything for it, but you don't know till you try it. Looks like we're going to have an all-in here. Oh, nice hook by the Blitzcrank. Getting some good damage on the Sona. She has no flash, Twitch has no heal. This should be a first blood. It is by the Ezreal. Very good pickup for them.
Yeah, Blitzcrank went in very aggressive. In that case, CoryInTheHouse really should know that something's up, because the health bars of both Ezreal and Blitzcrank didn't allow them to win that 2v2. So, seeing that,
100%.
Should have definitely been at least forewarned that the jungler was in the area, but they still decide to make that happen.
Jax going in. Renekton is 6 though, and he's in a very big minion wave, so Ninetales will get out the ultimate and just walk away. Farm this under tower. But yeah, 100% agree. If you have the lead in bot lane and HP or lane priority, and the other team just runs at you for no reason, well, the jungler's probably there, man. That's that's probably why they're doing it. Man, this Ninetales is going absolutely hard every time he has his dodge up. He's just going hard in the paint. Trading with this Renekton. I really like it. I think he's doing a great job just keeping the pressure up.
That dodge ability, forget its name right now. It's really good for trading with, because something that most people know but not everyone is that every time it dodges an auto attack, it increases in the damage done. So Renekton's left with this, okay, I guess I just have to run away from him, because if I attack him, it won't, not only will it do no damage, it will also do more damage to me, and I'll get hit by the stun. So if they can run away, then it comes to a 0 for 0, and if they can't run away, you get free damage with your E. So it's a really good trading ability.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Ninetales is playing this lane very well. He's got a 20 CS lead. I feel like that should not happen against a Renekton with Electrocute. And neither top laner have their TP right now. Jax is on a little bit lower cooldown because he used it earlier. But yeah, right now he's sitting in a Phage corrupting pot to Renekton's Phage. So he should be able to win these trades with the corrupting pot.
We just saw a massive CS wave just get pushed into the bot lane of GG Esports, and even with that CS still on the map yet to be taken, there was a significant gold lead even past the first blood. In fact, there was multiple kills worth of a gold lead, ignoring that. Oh, here we go.
Fighting the bot lane, but they might be able to... Oh, Sona will flash out of there. So it looks like... Oh, he's gonna... Okay, good stopwatch by the Ezreal. And Twitch just... Oh, he still gets the kill by the poison. Very nice play.
Excellent play by the Ezreal, but still not enough.
Renekton should go down here. Very nice ult by Rengar. Will tank up the tower. Gets the kill back. Yeah, so... Ezreal just being very greedy with his flash there. He had flash. He could have easily flashed earlier, but instead tried to E away. So for that, they will lose. LeBlanc will be fine. But... CoryInTheHouse picking up first tower, which is just huge for Twitch. That's a ton of gold in his pocket.
Indeed.
CoryInTheHouse are still behind in the gold, though, even after that massive amount of gold they just received, which just shows how much the farm is really coming into effect here.
That comes from the 20 CS in top lane and the 13 now CS that comes from the Relic Shield that Sona doesn't have. That is shared between...
And the Klepto from Ezreal.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, that's really good for CoryInTheHouse, but they are still behind in gold. But they do have the Mountain Drake as well, which will obviously kind of help them take objectives later, help them take the Baron, which isn't reflected in the gold lead. So
we see two GG Esports control wards on the bottom side of River, which is really good for keeping them safe now that their turret's down. Although one has just been cleared out by Renekton.
Yeah, it looks like they're going with the lane swap here. Very, very high-level strats here. Trying to push down that top lane tower. I just don't know about Renekton being in this lane with the Blitzcrank Ezreal. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to farm, because he could get hooked out from under the tower. But at the same time, I think Ezreal really has a lot of damage, enough to kill him. Ooh! Xeno with the dead shot accuracy on his skill shots. Renekton gets a free control ward. Jack's just trying to soak up as much EXP as he can while the duo lane's up here. Rift Herald is up. I would assume that'll be one of the next objectives. That plus the top lane tower. Meanwhile, Ezreal Blitz will try to get as much damage as they can on this tower in return.
Dragon will be up in a minute, though, so...
Oh, here we go. We got another gank. She has no flash. Heal is gone, and that is it. Jax may go down here in return. Nice flash by the Warwick. Jax goes down. Sejuani has to flash out. Tons of flashes being used. I don't think LeBlanc has any damage to kill him. Oh, very nice flash from Xeno. There we go. Okay, so absolute chaos just going on. Blitzcrank with the hook, with the exhaust. He will ult, get the Dominus. Oh, Twitch is playing far too up. He's trying to bait for the Gragas, but did a little too much baiting. Some say he is the master at that, but he did not do so well.
Almost always the correct play when a tower goes down like that in bot lane is to lane swap yourself so that you don't get pushed in. However, something that GG Esports did, which I think actually neutralized that advantage that CoryInTheHouse tried to make, was they put their jungler topside. And so the bot lane is usually a bit more squishy and a bit less safe. So even if they do go top lane, they're still susceptible to a jungler gank. So that in turn allowed them to turn what would generally be a bad situation into a fairly good one.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Also, LeBlanc just rotated way earlier than the Gragas. That also hurt them a lot. Jax will just counter-strike, walk away. So, I mean, we talked about this earlier. CoryInTheHouse is, you know, playing off roller 2. They have a sub. So, definitely, you know, the communication, the synergy isn't going to be, well, shouldn't be as up to par with GG Esports. So, they will get the Ocean Drake. Not the best Drake, but it's still pretty good pickup. Looks like maybe they're going to try to group mid for this tower because they did pick up the bot lane tower. Sitting at a 2.8K gold lead. Very, very nice gold lead at a 13-minute mark.
Indeed.
Oh, they will pick up the Rift Herald, though. They should pick up this kill on Blitzcrank. Yeah, he's dead. There's no way.
Blitzcrank was trying to check for vision, but they had members there. There wasn't much he could do there.
Can Zeno pick up this kill? He's doing a lot of damage. Very nice ult by the Renekton. This Gragas is doing monster damage. Rangar will go down.
Indeed. Gragas does a lot of damage, and not only that, he does a lot of AoE damage, so you have to be careful even in 2v1 situations.
Not sure about that ult from Cobra King. He definitely was really, really wanting to get that 300 gold in his pocket, but ends up just blowing his ult for no reason. They will get a red buff. They still have the Rift Herald, which I'd really like to see them either run top or mid and drop that really quickly and pick up another tower. Oh, Warwick with the BM! Renekton might go down here. They should... No, Ezreal would rather farm. Okay, fair enough. I think they could have caught him, but...
Jax just has 3 members top lane.
Diving the Jax. He's doing his best to avoid this. He will go down, though. Very clean dive from CoryInTheHouse.
And that's the danger of just having the Jax in the 2v1, because he's just not safe enough even for a tower dive, especially when the jungler gets there.
Yeah, I feel like GG Esports are just kind of playing sloppily. You know there's at least 2-3 people top lane. You only have a Jax. They might dive you. Like, you gotta play safe in that scenario. And as I say that, Gragas does the exact same thing. There's 2 or 3 people mid. I'm gonna stay here anyway.
And despite the single kill lead, they still have managed to bring the gold lead almost even.
Yeah, that extra tower definitely helping them. And they still have the Rift Herald, which they can use, which should result in either another tower or at least a lot of damage on one.
I expect them trying to push down mid lane now that they've gotten the first tier on both sides.
Yeah, this tower will go down very quickly because Ezreal has Sheen. He has the attack speed increase. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a free tower, which will, you know, help the gold league quite a bit in GG's favor. And there it goes. And they jump back to a 1.5k gold lead.
CoryInTheHouse decided to all back at the same time instead of breaking their backs apart, which allowed them to take that turret so easily. It may have still happened, but it wouldn't have been so easy had they left a couple members up and then just rotated through the backs.
I don't think they take that tower if all of CoryInTheHouse don't recall, because that tower was full HP. Like, indeed. Yeah, but oh well, I suppose it is what it is. Twitch picks up a refresh on his red buff. They might be able to... Oh, Sona getting called out. Here comes the cavalry.
Indeed.
Zeno with the pick. Oh, actually, Rangar with the pickup. Sona.
That was amazing foresight on Rangar to know that even if he couldn't get the kill, the Blitzcrank could be in range by the time that all the CC finished. So, knowing that he could ult over that wall and make that happen is indeed a really good and really smart play.
Fights just going on every side of the map. Twitch blowing his heal. He will get knocked up. And he will go down. Another pickup by Rengar, 3-1. Looking like the carry this team needs.
And these Blitzcrank hooks are showing that Halsey indeed does not, or has quite a bit of experience on support.
100%, yes. He's actually hitting some really good hooks. Yeah, so it definitely shows that it's not his first rodeo on this champ. Yeah, GG... I would honestly say this has been all season, though. GG, do a good play, a good map rotation, and then 2 minutes later, I'm left shaking my head going, why would you do that? I feel like they could honestly be an upper mid team if they just made sane plays. But here's the Rift Herald being dropped in the mid lane. I don't think this will take the tower because all of GG Esports is here. And it will. Just got a little bit of free damage down. I'd really like the Twitch to get here's the hook. Knock up by the Blitzcrank. Zeno going in. Sona getting destroyed, LeBlanc also falling through, and then Blitzcrank going down. Jax starts the TP, realizes it's a lost cause, cancels that. I don't think they hold this. Rengar trying to stay alive, he will not. So that is 3 kills and a tower donated to Cory in the house. They do lose 2 members themselves, but Renekton will even TP top and save this tower. Yeah, so I mean, I just said it. They make good plays, and then I'm left shaking my head, saying, "What are you doing?" That's a prime example of GG Esports.
They lined up for that Sona ult, which Twitch immediately followed with his ult, as I had mentioned. It was just with 2 members down in that fight, they just got run over.
Whoa!
Missed by the Warwick.
Warwick with a little bit of BM, and he will get punished for it. That's why you don't give the thumbs up, because someone please clip that. The BM into the death. If someone in Twitch could please clip that, post it to the trash heap, I would appreciate you forever.
Yeah.
So, and the dragon is up now, so that should be a free dragon. All because Warwick wanted to do a little bit of BM. It will cost them a kill and a mountain drake.
Indeed, that
this actually might be a kill. Sona getting caught yet again. Sona, you're a squishy support. Please stop face checking bushes.
And LeBlanc has slowly made her way up to 5-1, becoming a very real threat on the map.
Yes, Xeno is doing some pretty good plays, getting some kills. Definitely has a good chunk of change. Looking good, looking good. Definitely in a good spot to carry this game. This should be another kill. They are playing way too far up, but he will E out of that. Good job by the Renekton.
It's really like you were saying earlier, that they're relying on the back of Twitch to carry them. 5-2 has over half of the team's kills, which is what you want in an AD carry, but really the rest of the team's going to have to put in some work too if they want to win this. Yeah,
Warwick needs to spend a little less time BMing, a little more time helping his team.
Indeed.
Oh, can't tell if a bait or Blitz just got caught a little there. Either way, he'll just walk away, do the awkward stare down and leave. I like it.
Both Jax and Blitzcrank were backing in the same area, but the slight difference in when those backs ended allowed one to get stopped and the other to actually make his way back.
Ezreal's going with Iceborne Gauntlet as opposed to Triforce. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, Warwick doesn't do a ton of AP damage except for the execute, which if you're getting executed, you're most likely dead anyway. And Gragas is all about the burst, so it kind of makes sense to deal with the sustained DPS coming out from the Twitch. The extra armor helps. Yeah,
I would prefer Triforce so he can burst down this Renekton. I don't think Renekton should be really doing a lot of damage to him. Same thing with Twitch. I think the standoff range is too much. But we'll see if that comes into effect either or later. It might be that they're hoping to just kite back in team fights. That could be the plan. That's why he went with that. Because as you can see right now, trying to chase an Ezreal with Iceborne Gauntlet is absolutely infuriating. Especially with no hard engage. Yes, I absolutely think it's terrible to try to do that.
And GG Esports has absolutely peppered the topside jungle with red wards looking to probably set up for a Baron.
Huh. I don't know about that Twitch ult. The spray and pray being used to clear the wave.
And you see that TP and you see all of the red vision set up around it, really allowing them to be pretty sure of where the enemies are.
Yeah, starting the Baron after your Jax uses TP. I mean, I see what they're trying to do here, but I would have waited till Renekton went bot.
The Twitch was bot lane, so I understand the thought process behind it, but the rest of the team was mid lane. So their 4v5 on Baron is almost like a 5v5, as the Baron is doing so much damage and lowering your armor and MR. So it's really not possible to pull it off in this scenario with only...
I don't like that, especially at 22 minutes. Maybe if it was like 50 minutes, maybe?
Yes.
Oh, Gragas. Oh, Gragas! Swing and a miss! LeBlanc will burn her W. But W for a Gragas ult, I'm going to call not worth. Oh, very nice ult by the Sejuani. Blitz with the hooks. Sona will ult, but she will also go down. That's a 2 for nothing. Very good job by GG. Excellent ult by Rengar. Wow. He is always talking about how good he is, but that moment in time, he showed it. That was a very good ult, and a great follow-up by his team also.
Indeed. Those Rengar ults are really...
be a Baron.
Those Rengar ults are really powerful with the Blitzcrank on the team, as they're just sitting targets, which always makes it easier to land a projectile on them.
For sure.
Warwick's
I honestly would like to see them contest this, even though it is a 3v5. But it looks... They're looking very disorganized, CoryInTheHouse. Renekton's farming, Gragas is staring from a distance, and meanwhile, Warwick is jumping into his death.
So
not very good.
What made that happen was the CoryInTheHouse felt pressured that they had to steal this Baron. They had to steal it. They had to steal it. So that was what was running through Warwick's mind. But then, strategically, GG Esports had that critical control ward in Baron Pit. Warwick had no idea when it was going down. So all he could do was ult it, or I forget if he ulted or not, but make his way into Baron Pit and hope he had enough health to live till it got into smite range. But at that point, if it's not in smite range, GG Esports did the smart thing, stopped DPSing it so it wouldn't get into that range, and then just kill the Warwick, and then they got a free Baron. So
no, 100%. Like I said, I feel like CoryInTheHouse, if they would have, the three of them would have grouped and jumped into the Baron Pit at the same time, I feel like they could have maybe got a kill or two, at least stop the Baron. But disorganized. Warwick goes in alone. Warwick does not come back out. He comes out with the Baron buff.
One sad puppy.
One sad puppy. That was a big newspaper he got smacked with. So right now, GG's back, spent a lot of gold. They got some good items. I would assume they're going to kind of let Jack split push, and they'll probably push mid lane until Dragon comes up and then go for that.
And that Dark Seal pickup on that LeBlanc worked out quite amazingly for her, sitting on 10 stacks still. Absolutely monster in these team fights right now.
She is, with the Hextech Gunblade, the Lichbane, plus the Dark Seal giving that extra AP. She's doing a lot of damage. It looks like they are going for the 1-3-1, which you did talk about earlier in the draft phase. So it's looking good. I don't know about sending a Twitch to deal with the LeBlanc. I feel like that's probably the worst person on the team to deal with your assassin, whose fed is to send your Twitch.
The Twitch is going to have to stay at such a range that he can get the invisibility off before she actually gets her combo off. But that's a range where he also can do nothing when this.
I would really like to see Zeno just go in and burst this guy. Yeah, there you go. And there he goes. You saw a Twitch, and then you don't.
Indeed.
Absolutely terrible lane assignments right there.
No MR, no QSS even to maybe if he didn't die before the chains went off. So really a misplay.
Yeah. So that'll be at least one inhib tower, possibly two. Yeah, it looks like it will be two. Warwick sitting in base, Renekton farming top because screw my base, I need these minions.
And it makes you wonder if some tilt or some rage is going on in the comms.
Yeah, I'm honestly wondering what's going on here. Oh!
Jax jumps in?
Jax going very hard for the support kill. Was it worth? I'm thinking no. But Ninetales will definitely all chat worth into the chat as he goes down. Either way, that is definitely two inhibs for GG Esports and a red buff. And a Sona kill, all for a Jack's death. I'm 100% going to say that that's an okay trade there.
Indeed.
Oh, and the Mountain Drake, of course. So, they might get this Warwick pick off. Warwick is going...
Oops.
Nah, they will not. Okay.
LeBlanc did not think she was actually going to land that chain.
Yeah. So, huge gold lead now. Just under 10k. Got the double Mountain and the Ocean Drake. 3 turret lead. It's looking pretty good for GG Esports. I think at this time, you just group as 5, go top lane, and push for the end. Because there's absolutely no way that CoryInTheHouse should be able to 5v5 and come out on top.
Especially because of the double inhibitor down. They're going to have to send someone or risk losing a Nexus turret to the super minions flooding into their base.
100%. So... looking really good for GG Esports here, but again, I feel like I've said that before, and then it says you have been defeated. So let's see.
Something GG's been talking about recently is how getting overconfident in the second game. So it'll be interesting how this game and this massive gold lead they've accumulated for themselves affects their mindset in game 2.
Yeah. I definitely have to comment on Rengar's build. I think, oh, here we go. Warwick ulting, going in on the Ezreal. Ezreal trying to kite back. He will flash away. Blitzcrank super low. Sona blows a roll. Sejuani's walking away. Warwick goes down to the Ezreal. I don't know how that happened. Ezreal's just pumping out the DPS. Renekton will flash the hook. Very good flash by him. But that is still a team fight win for GG Gaming. Flash, that should hit. And then the CC chain will come out. Renekton will go down. Sona should go down. Now it's a 5v2. This might be a 5v1. There we go. This should be the game for GG Esports. I'm actually going to say that was a pretty clean win from GG Esports, honestly.
Definitely not the cleanest possible, but definitely one of the cleaner ones we've seen from them. LeBlanc getting that cheeky kill there at the end.
Yes, that was
fight.
BM!
That final team fight really showcasing why the Ezreal was such a great pickup in this team comp. He was completely isolated. Warwick was on him. The rest of the team was doing their own thing. It looked like two separate teams. However, because it's Ezreal, because he bought Iceborne Gauntlet for the slow, and for various other reasons, aka he's fed, he was able to keep himself alive despite being currently attacked by Warwick, who should win that fight by all.
Yeah, 100%. When I saw him jump on Ezreal, I figured either Ezreal's going to die or live with like 5 HP and just run away. And instead, Warwick pops up dead. So, woo! Crazy. But Ezreal definitely had a very good item advantage. So, all that gold lead definitely paying off. So, let's take a peep at some of these stats here.
Warwick ending with double null magic man or Negatron cloak, my bad. Clearly showing a little bit of upsetness at the end of that.
So Twitch did have very good DPS that game. Not enough, obviously. But, you know, sitting at just under 15k, Ezreal sitting at just under 14k. So, I mean, Twitch did try. He was... I just feel like the lane assignments were very poor. Like, sending your Twitch to deal with your fed LeBlanc, it's just... That is definitely not the lane you want to send him. You want him to team fight. That's what Twitch does. He team fights. Xeno looking very good on the...
Indeed.
LB, tons of damage being done. The Sona damage, 4,700. Sona got caught out a ton, died a lot. Yeah, did not look good. I'd be very
surprised to see a Sona take 2 in the next game, just considering while the ultimates were good in team fights, everywhere else on the map, whether it be in jungle or etc., it didn't provide what is needed in a support these days, which is usually a tanky support with multiple CC, not just a single massive CC.
Yeah, 100%. I will concur. I think the Fallen Spirit had some great ults. The problem is he was continually caught out alone or, you know, too far up, too far outside of his team area and just died for free. So... yeah, just need to play a little safer. You know, you stay with your team, man. I understand you want to ward, you want to de-ward, do all the great things that supports are known and loved for. But at the same time, continually dying and gifting the other team gold and map pressure is not worth getting 2 autos on that pink ward.
Something I mentioned in Champ Select is that the Renekton, Gragas, and Warwick have to be able to pull pressure because we're not running a Protect the ADC comp in CoryInTheHouse's team composition. So the Twitch has to be able to do his stuff. If he gets blown up by the LeBlanc or pulled by the Blitzcrank, it's over. So yeah, Renekton, Warwick, and Gragas just were not able to pull enough attention away from the Twitch to keep him alive in those team fights.
Yeah, I think Ninetales just was outclassing Ben King Leo. Honestly, all game. From level 1 till the end there. It looked like Ninetales was just a better top laner, honestly. And I would say, I mean, you know, Renekton 0, 2, and 1. You only had 1 KP out of 9. Not really involved with the team very much there. And you're still down about 90 CS.
Indeed. As far as vision score goes, Blitzcrank severely outclassed his enemy support in the Sona, meaning that all those control wards and all those red wards we saw on the map weren't being matched or even cleared by the opposing team, meaning that Vision just really stifled the Cory in the house during that entire game.
Oh yeah, I definitely think GG had pretty good vision for most of the game there.
Indeed, they did.
Yeah, dang, that is pretty good. 5 control wards destroyed, 6 purchased for the Blitzcrank. Yeah, very good.
Pretty convincing. I think just lack of coordination between Cory in the house caused a lot of their mishaps. Like you said, sending the wrong people to lanes. Not having their jungler there when they need it. Maybe top lane when Sejuani was able to get the bot laner that had switched up top lane. Little stuff like that.
Okay, well, I guess we should probably get ready for the game 2, right, guys?
Indeed.
Okay, well then we will get ready for that game 2. See you momentarily, everyone. We will be getting that set up and ready for you. So, be right back. We're not going to be too long, I promise.
Whoa, my mic was muted. Whoops. So anyway, here we go. Game 2. Match of the night. Looks like we have a little swaparoo going on here. Looks like King Jungler and Oshawott PhD is in the top lane. See the Kled ban again by GG Esports. He's a pretty good jungler right now. Makes sense. And then for CoryInTheHouse, we see the Sejuani ban. I really like that. Make Rengar play something different. Tristana ban. He's a good ADC. And then the Zed ban again. I guess GG Esports do not want to go against that.
Typically, the winning team generally keeps their bans the same, as it worked one time and it should work again. But so we'll probably see fairly similar bans from GG Esports and a bit of a mix-up on the side of the CoryInTheHouse, as seen last game did not work out so well for them.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely think the Sejuani on that was to ban the third ban there.
Indeed, taking out two of the main reasons why GG Esports won. Although that Ezreal also did quite a good job.
Yeah, that's not right.
And it looks like he just went to talk about something.
They don't.
Welcome back.
There we go. Had to fix that. Someone doesn't read very well.
Ah.
Yeah,
I missed it, but did CCH not lose their ban?
Well, yeah, they banned the LeBlanc for their third ban.
Ah, I had forgotten. Maybe me doesn't read well either.
Well, that's the good thing about being the caster, is you don't have to do bans. Lucker dog. So.
Indeed. Which ban do you think that they will give up in exchange now that they can only ban 2? I personally expect to see the Sejuani and LeBlanc still banned. But I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I did like the LeBlanc ban, and I like the Sejuani ban. So if I had to pick, I would the LB Sejuani, just because I thought those both popped off.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really seen PC for GG. I haven't seen his OP.GG for GG. So I'm not really sure how good his Tristana is. Like, you going on here?
Looks like Rengar DC'd or something along the lines.
Yeah, it looks like they're asking what their bans are, because last time they banned
I forget who they banned. They banned the Sejuani and they banned the LeBlanc. Who was the third ban the first round?
Well, the first round should be empty because they lost a ban.
No, I know. The first set where they forgot to ban. I forget who the third one was in that list.
They banned Tristana, then Sejuani, then LB.
Tristana.
Correct.
So therefore that would mean that they at least have to ban 2 of the 3. Unless we want to be extremely particular and talk about the order in which they banned them.
Yes. So, CoryInTheHouse receiving a little education in the rulebook, which they should have already read because it's been posted in the Discord for months now.
But it's like 80 pages. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. Why would you read rules for the league? I don't get it.
No. It's not like getting kicked out for not agreeing to one of them is something that you would actually care about.
Yeah.
And we're back again for the fourth, third, something like that.
Yeah, this is the... Let's try one more again, see what happens. So the Kled ban. Yep. And they banned the Tristana.
Okay, Dota,
Okay.
I think you're gonna have to go into their room and do some officiating, because apparently they're not really picking up what we're putting down.
Well, let's wait and see if they just skip the third ban of the first wave, because
Alright,
just because I don't want another remake. I would like to see some League of Legends played, just like all our viewers. I'm sure would
Yes,
love to see
please.
some League of Legends played.
That is why we are
yeah.
here, all 24 of us.
Deal the game. So Tristana Sejuani makes sense. Kled Skarner makes sense. Keep the Zed. All right, things are going smooth. This should tick down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will continue on. So I don't like that they're leaving the LeBlanc up. They're choosing the Tristana Sejuani.
I'm pretty sure that just had to do with the fact that they didn't want to break the rules for another time, and so when they were told that they have to do it in the same bands, they just did it order and all. But
That's a okay. So here we go. Moving along. Jack's pickup. I like the Jack's pickup very well last time. Okay, so having an Alawi.
hopefully that fares a bit better into the Jax. I believe Alawi relies more on her abilities than her auto attacks, so that makes sense. Oh no. And we have another disconnect. It seems like.
Yeah. So I didn't see, but apparently last pick ban they picked Shin.
Not Tristana.
No. They picked Shin, not Alawi.
Ah, I see. That would make sense then, that they have to pick Shen.
Correct. Yes. I didn't see the Shin pick, so I wasn't aware of that. I didn't see
too.
that.
Really, our eyeballs need to be glued to the screen as the casters. That is a...
Yes.
Oh, no.
And then they start 4 members of GG here. Yeah. Not gonna lie. This is
This is probably the worst phase we've had so far.
Yeah.
Maybe even beats out the 3 Rengar DCs.
Yeah, this Rengar DC.
A little bit of banter going on in the chat.
Yeah, not really sure what the confusing part is of this. Should just be don't ban your first one, then ban. As opposed to what's going on here. Okay. GVG with some good copy pasta going on. Really appreciate that, GVG. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So we're getting in order. Should be pretty easy. Well, it should have been easy the last 5 dodges, but it wasn't. But now it really should be easy. Just getting in order, and then we will start champ select one more time, and if it doesn't work, no. Probably lose it. So let's hope this goes off without a hitch.
Indeed.
So I'm gonna guess the first ban's gonna be Kled.
I believe it should be. If it's not, I think we will have a problem in this game.
Here we go. This should be not a ban. They should let this tick down to 0. Okay, so looking pretty good. We're already at the 7-second mark.
Waiting for that microwave popcorn to finish.
Okay, there's the no ban. I think we did it, folks. We did it, team.
Just relying on 4 more bands, and
Okay,
the
there's
pick.
the Skarner. We should have a Tristana ban. Not sure what's taking so long. They've banned Tristana 16 times. Okay, there we go. There's 17. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. I'm getting more excited about this pick ban than the actual match itself. There's the Zed.
Someone told them they got more free control wards for every time that they ban Tristana. So they're just trying to rack up those free control wards right now.
Or every time, apparently. So there's the Sejuani ban. Pick. The Shin pick. Oh! We did it, folks. And now we might see something different.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Rammus pick.
The Rammus too. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited to be here now.
So we've got 2 ADs on the side of CoryInTheHouse right now. So looking for
a ton of CC.
Yep.
I like the Zac pickup. Azir. I haven't seen Xeno play. Has he played Azir yet this season?
Xeno does indeed play Azir, and quite a bit of it actually.
Has he played it BSGCS though?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check.
Yeah, me neither. We'll just say no for now. Just so
I know he played it in Gathering of Warriors.
Okay. Yes, I did see that. You're correct. Ooh, the Zoe pickup by level 2 gank. Yeah, interesting. I always see people complaining and, doing the little crybaby about how broken Zoe is. But in the Bronze, Silver, Gold competitive series, we haven't seen too many Zoe picks. The few picks we have seen of Zoe were absolutely, just dominating, curb stomping people.
I feel like a lot of that has to do with the level of skill involved with Zoe. Despite the fact that people complain that she's broken, etc., 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 there is some thought process that goes involved with how to use your ultimate, how to get the max range on your Q, landing your actual trouble bubble, not just missing it every time. So, at the level of golden monkeys that we're at right here, Zoe might be a little bit difficult for some of them.
Yeah, so the Twitch ban, not sure why they banned Twitch considering Cobra King played it last time. But the Cassiopeia ban, again, not sure why they banned Cassiopeia. Zoe was already picked. Maybe some troll bans going on here. The Aatrox.
Zoe's support is something that's played on occasion, but would be surprising.
Yeah, so not really sure.
Assuming the Draven's a target ban, just keep it.
I would assume
off the table.
Yeah. I mean, I think Draven's in a decent spot right now. Definitely not top tier ADC, but definitely not the bottom tier.
Indeed, Draven almost always provides.
Okay, Nautilus. This is going to be an extremely tanky CoryInTheHouse team.
However, depending on who they pick as their ADC, they're going to be lacking quite a bit of damage. Zoe has single target burst, but Zoe doesn't have this sustained damage that they might need.
Yes, for sure.
Versus Azir. Azir is going to have so much sustained damage on these tanks and can stay pretty safe with his...
A Vayne brand bot lane against a Nautilus Jinx bot lane. Well, I assume that's Nautilus support. I suppose it could be a Nautilus top and a Shin support.
Something to keep in mind is Zoe's... Aside from the Nautilus, Zoe's really their main source of AP damage. So building a lot of armor on the Zac, or even Jax could build some armor, probably will be very good, considering Zoe can really only burst out one person at any given time. She can do it, again, fairly quickly, but at any given time she can only burst out one.
Yeah, a ton of... Jesus, they're just so tanky, so much CC from CoryInTheHouse. They just never want to die and just make sure you can't move. So that way this Jinx can just auto, and pop off. Which in Cobra's King defense, he did play a pretty decent Twitch last game. It's just his team kind of, I don't want to say let him down, but at the same time, they weren't really helping him as much as they could have.
Zach pulling the Jinx out of the tanks and into an area where she can die without GG Esports getting completely CC locked down will be very good for the Zach to be able to pull off.
Yeah. Been seeing some Vayne picks here in the Bronze, Silver, Gold competitive series recently, and I don't really like the Vayne picks. She used to be very good, and then she got nerfed. I just feel like if you want a hyper-scaling ADC, I feel like there's better. There's Azaya, I think, is in a really good spot right now. Tristana, she's banned. I think Jinx is in a decent spot. Obviously already picked. Honestly, I wouldn't really want to see Kog'Maw here against a Nautilus, Rammus, Shen. I mean, it would be really good, the percent health damage, because all three of these are going to have a lot of health. It's just the whole staying safe. Can you avoid a Shen, Rammus, Nautilus as Kog'Maw? That's the real question. If you can, then you will shred them.
Something that makes the Vayne actually a good pick in this situation is how many tanks they have that we were mentioning. The Vayne will actually be able to shred through the Shen, Rammus, and Nautilus, unlike almost any other ADC would be able to. And Vayne's kind of along the same line as Ezreal. She has her Q, she has her Condemn, she has the invisibility from her ult. So she can pretty much stay pretty safe, and she will shred through these tanks that they've put up as a wall, essentially, in front of GG Esports.
Yeah, I just don't like the short range from Vayne. That's just kind of what gets me.
Rammus taunt will be very deadly for the Vayne.
Yes, for sure. That's just
taunt.
Yeah, a lot of taunting going on here.
I expect to see a QSS come out really quickly from the Vayne just to deal with the Zoe Trouble Bubble and the double taunts coming out from the side of CoryInTheHouse.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Rengar gank a lot again, like he did last game. Again, we talked about it last game. His ganks didn't always pan out, but I think he had some really good ganks. He definitely had a lot of good pressure on the map, especially topside, it seemed. He was topside quite a bit, and got some really good pressure against Ben King Leo, who this game is now jungling.
Indeed.
So we'll see how good of a jungler he is, because I believe he's a top lane main. But so is the Shen.
Oshawott.
Yeah, Oshawott. He's also a top lane main, so we'll see who the better top laner is, or who the better off-roll jungler is for those two. Xeno, I think, did quite a bit better than level 2 gank last game in the mid lane. I'm not sure how much this matchup will go. I want to say Azir wins this, early at least. And then, as long as he can avoid the Zoe sleep, he should be fine, but obviously that is easier said than done.
Max CDR Zoe has quite a few sleeps you have to avoid.
Yes. So I'm really interested to see this bot lane, because if Halsey, I think he did a great, he can do some good WQ combos onto this Jinx. He will absolutely shred her.
Indeed, and the other thing to keep in mind, they may be running 3 tanks, but Brand is all about that AoE damage in team fight, so he's able to damage all 3 tanks at the same time with his ultimate and passives, and so shredding through them with a Vayne shouldn't actually be too difficult from the team comp of GG Esports.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like Ninetales on the Jax. He did a great job last time.
Indeed.
You can split push. I'm not sure early game who wins the Jax Shen. Do you know? Are you a top laner?
I am a mid laner by heart, but I believe
thought.
Jax does, just considering it's a tank versus bruiser matchup. Usually the bruisers, since they have the DPS, unless the tank can start getting his tank items before the bruiser gets their damage item, generally the bruiser wins those matchups.
Yeah, I'm assuming since they picked Shen, they're going to want to camp the bot lane. That's what I'm thinking, because every time I hop in solo queue, that's all that happens to me.
Massive shield that just comes out of nowhere.
I'm sitting there playing in my little plat game, and I'm like, oh man, I'm a good ADC. I'm winning. And the next thing I know, the jungler comes from our jungle. Shen starts his ult, and then I die from a 4 to 5 man gank, and I lose tower, and then my team says I pinged MIA. You're an idiot. So that's generally how my plat games go. We'll see if we see the MIA pings. And I told you I pinged MIA idiot. He shouldn't have died. We'll see. If
However, we do have voice comms in this, so
so
let's go a little bit faster.
That's true. So they won't have to all chat. They can just say in voice chat, "You idiot! I pinged MIA." Correct. Excellent. Now that's all settled. So I also don't like the Jinx Keystone. Press the attack. Not a fan.
You see fleet footwork on Jinx. Just
yes, 100%.
Stay safe, and she already runs really fast.
I do not like press the attack. I don't at all. I'll go ahead and say it. I think that's terrible.
Starting off this season, before it got the couple of nerfs, I used to run it on Yasuo a lot, but there are other options, and fleet footwork generally just does better than it. Due
100%.
to the massive amount of healing that fleet footwork gives you, it's so good for the lanes, and it's so good for maneuvering in team fights.
Yeah, 100%. I think if you're playing an ADC and you're not taking fleet footwork, you're wrong. That's just how it is.
Unless you're playing something like MF or Ashe, and in which case I would say Comet's the better choice in those scenarios.
Right, but you're still wrong for playing those ADCs.
Agreed.
So either way, you're still wrong. Get out of my bot lane.
Typical 5-point. Jax may be going for a little bit of an invade. Oh, I didn't even notice. They got quite a few deep wards actually down already.
Yeah, they saw the invade coming. Nice warding, so they did get a couple good wards on the top side jungle, which should definitely help out. I know that's always a big thing whenever I play fives. Is where's the jungler? Can I play aggressive in this lane? You know, can I push up? Do I need to play safe, etc., etc.? So very good job getting those early wards down.
Indeed,
both bot lanes leashing again.
They'll know Rammus is going to be moving towards the top side with those deep wards. They'll see him. They should be able to know that. Jack should play a little bit back because of that.
Yeah, Ninetales doing what he does best, which is press E and trade with the other top laner. Okay, so pretty standard bot lane here. Just trying to last his some minions, get some gold, you know. Okay, Brand throwing out a bunch of W's. I kind of wish they would kind of hard shove this and go for the level 2, which they're about to hit, but Brand not playing aggressive. Because you hit that level 2, Brand hits a WQ, and then Vayne doing her autos. You could probably get a summoner, or at least very, very good trade on the Jinx, make her back up, especially when no fleet footwork. She has no way to heal. So,
good predict on that taunt top lane.
Yes, Ninetales, just like last game, doing pretty well in the top lane. Looks like Zoe's getting pushed in here by the Azir. Again, that's what should happen. And both junglers just kind of clearing. Rammus might be going for Scuttle or top lane gank here. Let's kind of see. Looks like he's going for the Scuttle. I think I would assume the first gank by both junglers is going to be this top lane.
Indeed. Expect to see some skirmishing happen. Rammus says he's going in.
Yep, looks like we're going to see it right now. They know, both junglers, or both teams know that the junglers are topside. And it looks like they're going to do an awkward Mexican standoff and then just walk away. Okay. Neither team really wanting to fight the 2v2. Ninetales going in, doing another good trade. Here comes the Rammus. There goes the Rammus.
Shen barely misangles that taunt, not allowing him to get the Jax.
Yeah, this bot lane is doing a lot of trades. The problem is, Brand has used up almost all of his mana. So while they do have the HP lead, it's not really good because Brand can't do any more combos, which is the whole point of picking Brand support. Is you always have that threat of a lot of damage coming in a short amount of time, plus the CC. But he does have the mana regen, so that will help with the support item he picked. Another good taunt by Shin. He will avoid that. Ooh, nice try by that. He does have mana flow ban. I just noticed on the Brand support, so that will help. Yeah. Oh, the BM. Both teams being quite BM last game and this game. Not sure why. Not sure if there's a little animosity between the teams. As far as I know, I don't think either team
No, that's
really
just normal
speaks a lot.
GG sports.
Fair enough. Okay, well that settles that. Yeah. So, another trade coming in by Ninetales. Ooh, very short taunt. So I know GG Esports. They're ranked what right now? 8th,
7th,
I believe. 7th, and then CoryInTheHouse is
playoffs.
4th.
4th?
I believe so.
Let me get.
Because I believe All One Lane is 5th. So obviously, if they could 2-0 this, that would be huge for GG Esports
CoryInTheHouse
terrible for Cory.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the power rankings. GG Esports is in 9th. CoryInTheHouse is in 4th.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh, good trade here. Some summoner spells blown. Very good gank by the Rammus. Getting, what was that? A flash and exhaust for nothing. So very good gank by the Rammus. Doesn't result in first blood, unfortunately, but lots of health taken away from the bot lane here, plus the summoner, so they will have to play extremely safe. And you said it was GG were 9th and Cory was 4th?
Indeed.
So, yeah, like I said, if they can pick up a 2-0 here, that would be huge. That would definitely skyrocket them
Flip-flop
in the
the standings.
Yeah. Because Frosty also won a 2-0 today, and I believe they were like 7th or so. So...
Frosty,
ooh, this should be first blood right here. Oh, very good stopwatch, but will it be enough for him to live? It will not. And... I don't know if you want this. Oh, with the flash out. Very good play by the Cobra King. There's the gank. This should be a good taunt. Yes, it is. He lands the taunt into the Rammus taunt. You do not want to fight this. You want to run. Looks like they should be able to get out of this. I don't know why he stopwatched there.
Buying time for the Jax to get there.
Yeah, I feel like he was fine, though. He still had quite a bit of health plus his passive. But either way, good job. Jax coming down with the roam, picks up a kill. Ton of tower damage on the bot lane. This might go down, which if this goes down, they get first tower gold again. It'll be huge. Ooh, is she going to be greedy for it? Oh, she wants it. She will not go down.
Just barely living.
One more auto by Brand.
Nautilus may be getting a little aggressive there.
We'll have to burn their summoners.
Work on Vayne.
Yeah. Okay, so unlucky that no kills picked up there, but that's huge for the bot lane there. 2 kills for a Jinx at 7 minutes. That's a ton of gold for her. Vayne will pick up the BF sword. Jinx should pick up a BF. Oh, and boots. Okay, I like that. I like the boots buy here. Try to help dodge some of that Brand damage.
Critically, though, GG Sports prevented the turret going down, because if that extra first turret gold went over the Jinx...
someone's gonna die, and it will be Ninetales with the death!
So close.
Yeah, that was close. Man, I did not think that was gonna happen. I thought Ninetales was gonna be able to pull that out there. Good flash by Oshawott with the little BM thumbs up once again. That's pretty big. I mean, he has the Tiamat. He's already up 10 CS. Jax will miss a huge wave here. That's a ton of EXP. A lot of gold. Shen already has the level advantage. Plus, once he hits the tower, it will bounce back in Shen's favor, increasing that lead even more.
Critically, there is a 20 CS or 19 CS difference in the mid lane, though. So, really looking for that to come through.
Yeah, for sure. Rengar looking for a gank here. He still has passive. He still has his flash. He is level 6, so he does have his ult. Not sure.
Rammus is in the area, so it could be very dangerous if Rengar decides to go in on this.
He's gonna go in. If Brand can hit his... oh, not good synergy by Rengar Halsey there. They will not pick up the kill. This should be a death for Rengar. Yes, it will. Cobra King with another kill. Ooh, that was not good. If Halsey could have hit that W there, that would have been easily at least 1 kill for GG Esports. But unfortunately, it is a death for GG Esports. This tower should go down. 1 auto. Oh, it will not.
Azir putting up his wall of soldiers to try and prevent this.
Yes, they are fighting for their lives under this tower. Looks like they're finally going to say it's not worth it. Another trade coming in between Ninetales, Oshawott. Ninetales will win the trade, and he will get the kill. Throws in the thumbs up because, hey, you do it to me, I do it back. But unfortunately for the bot side of the map, first tower gold going to the Jinx. That's going to be huge. She has a massive lead on Vayne right now. Vayne's sitting at about 2,700 gold. Meanwhile, Jinx sitting at about 4,400 gold. So that's a massive lead for the Jinx. As you can see, Tier 2 boots, BF sword, pickaxe to the Vaynes. Tier 1 boots, BF.
Indeed. It's going to be really hard for them to get at that Jinx too with all the tanks on the side of CoryInTheHouse.
Yes. Yes. And they're not really the tankiest on GG esports side. So, you know, a couple solid crits by Jinx, and she could easily get excited, which, as we all know, once Jinx gets excited, she has the ability to absolutely pop off in a team fight.
Indeed.
Should be a gank here by Rengar, but he absolutely monkeys up
over
the jump. They will get some free damage on level 2 gank. Actually, with the Chilling Smite, but there's the... Okay, so... Oh, I don't know if the flash was needed. Actually, yes, the flash was needed. Flash also by Rengar. Okay, so a lot of flashes blown. 2 flashes blown by GG Esports there, and no flashes blown by CoryInTheHouse. It looks like they're going to start this dragon. I don't know about starting this dragon though. Brand can do a lot of damage over this wall. He still has ult, which he will blow. That will get a lot of bounces, tons of damage off, but I don't think it's going to be enough to dissuade them from leaving the dragon. It will not. They will pick up the dragon. Good, actually not a good smite. Zoe took that. But either way, they pick up the dragon. Shen TP's top, catches a fat wave. So absolutely 0 objectives taken for GG Esports this game. Meanwhile, CoryInTheHouse already sitting at 2 objectives. I guess I might have been a little early there saying how great a 2-0 victory for GG Esports would be in the standings, because well, right now it's not looking like it's going to be a 2-0 for GG.
No, indeed it doesn't.
So obviously still very early. I think GG, are still in this game for sure.
We're definitely watching for Zac Ultimate pull the Jinx out, or a Shurima shuffle getting her into the team for this to...
Yeah. Honestly, I'd like to see Rengar gank this top lane. Ninetales has a bit of a lead. Shen has no TP. Shen has no ult. If he could get a solid gank here, I think they take this tower and maybe a Rift Herald. Just let Vayne farm it up. Camp this Jax. He might not have to camp the Jax. It looks like Ninetales is just going to go hard, and he will pick up the solo kill. That was very clean. Absolutely.
Yes, critically waiting to use his Q. Not for the damage early, not being greedy with his jump, but actually waiting till after the Shen taunted away to use his leap strike to close the distance was critical in him actually being able to secure that kill. Yeah,
I think that was a great job by Ninetales, showing us why he picks the Jax, because he's good on it. Looking like the lane swap, just like last game. He will jump out. I don't know if he'll be able to get to safety here. A lot of CC.
He does have his flash.
Okay, some good dodge. Okay, Rengar's here. He gets the ult. They will knock him under tower.
I'm not sure about that flash from Zac. It could have been a very good play had Jax not flashed out.
Yeah, also, I wish Azir would have immediately ulted Nautilus to knock him further under the tower. I feel like he was kind of being greedy. He thought, oh, we already have this kill, I'll save my ult for the next team fight, and instead Nautilus just flashes and then walks away. Good counter gank. They should be able to save this tower. There are a lot of... Oh, this is going to be a lot of damage. Oh, they do block it for her, but I'm not sure if you want your Vayne blocking there. Rammus goes in, will immediately get bursted. It looks like Nautilus will also go down here. Double kill for the Vayne. Very nice job. Not sure what King Leo's doing there. Yeah, you wild, man. So, turn of events here.
I didn't notice this, but Zac managed to pick up the Rift Herald, which...
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that either.
Accelerating their lead.
Yeah, that's huge. They're going to pick up this tower here. They pick up the Rift Herald, which Oh, that's a good ult. Very late heal by the Vayne. Definitely not needed, but oh well, it's okay. Not a big deal. So
They were
that's
healing
huge.
for the second Jinx ult that was going to come.
Of course. Okay. You never know when Karthus is going to press R. Gotta
I
make
know.
sure your teammates are okay. So, well, and just like a blink of an eye, GG Esports take the gold lead. It's only a 400 gold lead, so obviously, you know, nothing to write mom about. But a gold lead nonetheless.
Keep in mind, they also are counteracting that first turret bonus gold, so they've actually managed to accrue themselves a decent gold lead since that has happened.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. They things were, like I said earlier, looking a bit grim, but GG pull it out. They still have the Rift Herald in Zach's back pocket. That could, you know, easily result in another tower being taken. Still got a bit on the Dragon. It is a Mountain Drake, so they could even out the Mountain Drake score if they pick that up. Yeah, there's the timer. 2 minutes
around
left.
that control ward in the pixel brush.
Yes. He will get hit by this, but I don't think they have enough damage. Not sure about that ult, mate. I feel like that was kind of a waste.
He saw the Azir coming in and thought maybe he could do something. Azir tries to make his way out.
Oh, this is not where you want to be, Vayne. That's...
Azir's use of his soldiers to get away from the Zoe after getting trouble bubbled has been pretty good this game.
Yeah, there's another tower gone. Just bad rotations from GG Esports. They should know this is a hard bait by Vayne. We'll pick him up. This should be easy if Brand only had his ult instead of wasting it. But they will still pick up the kill for it. Very good condemn by the Vayne, and the Vayne picks up another kill. Very good job here. Oh, the Zoe should go down here. Very good.
Zoe going
stopwatch. Oh, nice flash, actually. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I thought Zoe was completely dead there, but she is not. She manages to get out alive. They do summon the Rift Herald.
River.
This should be... That tower should go down. It'll be very close once Rift Herald hits.
So long as they don't damage Rift, it should be fine. Yep, there we go.
And there we go. Okay, very nice call. So, there we go. GG pick up another tower, pick up a couple of kills.
Get Zoe
looking good.
Under stopwatch.
Oh yeah, yep. That's huge, I think, honestly.
Indeed, it's one of her get out of jail free cards that she has.
Yeah,
one of them.
So, yeah, a lot of flashes are on cooldown right now for CoryInTheHouse. So next team fight might see Jinx and Zoe just getting completely demolished because they have no flash, no escapes right now.
Indeed, Jinx and Nautilus are both on just about the same flash timer, so
yeah,
whether or not the team fight happens before those come up or not will be interesting.
So Shin has ult. He's running top lane. They looking like both teams are kind of doing the dragon dance. So I'm assuming dragon will get started quite shortly by one team. Shin's going to start pushing, save his ult, and then, well, hopefully for CoryInTheHouse, we'll ult and save a carry. I guess no one has a sweeper. They do not. No one has a sweeper on GG Esports. Why? Why are there no sweepers? Tilting. Absolutely tilting. If only there was some way to remove the enemy wards. I don't know how they would do that, though.
GG Esports is trying to use all of their brain power to focus on killing the enemy. They can't waste any brain power in learning how to remove enemy vision.
Sweepers don't kill people, Dota. Duh.
That's why we don't switch it out.
That's why we don't switch it out. We would rather our brand keep his Sightstone and Yellow Trinket, because I need wards. Who cares if the enemy can see, as long as we can see also.
In comms, Ranger has been talking about his tendency to forget to pick up his sweeper, so...
Yes, I feel like he needs a sweeper as well. Denying the enemy vision is very important. Brand, kinda being alone here. Okay, good poke damage by the Zoe. Not too much though, Azir. We'll just walk the lane, pick up that midway farm. So it seems like both teams are kind of in an odd spot right now where they don't really want a team fight because I don't think either team thinks they win the team fight. So they're kind of just jockeying for positioning, getting some wards down, trying to land a little bit of poke here, a little bit of poke there. Look at that. Nautilus has a sweeper, and he will clear some wards, and then we will immediately go into a pause so they can discuss why you should buy a sweeper.
Indeed. If we see 3 sweepers come out after this part, we know what was being discussed.
We know that they're ghosting, you son of a bitch. So I can't see who paused here. I can't really tell. Can you see the chat? I can't.
Rengar has indeed paused the game. So it wasn't Rengar DCing. It was someone else, most likely.
Well, that's interesting. Well, yeah, no, I didn't see anything pop up about DC. So I'm wondering what's going on here. No DC.
I know Halsey at times has connection issues, so that is a possibility.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible. So either way, we'll just do a few minutes here. Check out some things here. So Vayne did not go IE first. She went Static Shiv first.
The Q proc with the Static Shiv is a lot of burst damage.
It is. Jinx with the IE Zeal. That's pretty big. That's gonna be a ton of attack speed, some good crits, some good AD coming out of her.
The CS difference in the bot lane is actually insane that I hadn't noticed it so far. Over 50 CS difference.
Yeah, that's big. And then meanwhile, mid, Azir has about a 30 CS leads. So obviously not as big as the bot lane, but definitely a solid lead here. Okay, so we're back in the game. Jinx just throwing out her Zap, getting some poke damage on Rengar. Looks like GG is recalling. The carries will stay mid to farm, though, so it shouldn't be a free dragon because Rammus is coming from base now. So, yeah, I feel like they just really need to throw Vayne some farm. You know, get this Vayne going. Yeah.
She doesn't have the AoE clear for clearing minion waves really fast, so she really needs time to farm.
No, for sure.
She can't just run between lanes and clear them with one ability.
Rammus is top. This would be a perfect time for GG Esports to go for this dragon. 2 top lane. Shin does have TP and also he can get bot, but they would have no smite regardless. They will start the dragon. Okay, very good call. There's a pink ward going down. There's Rengar. Free dragon. Yeah. I understand what Ben King Leo's trying to do there. Trying to kill the Jax. You know, get him off the map. Let Shin split push. But at the same time, dragon's up. That's a big objective, Mountain Drake. You can't just give that away for free. Ninetales, getting some good damage.
They really should focus on the dragon in this scenario.
Oh, I'm not sure about that flash. I feel like he was safe.
They really should have focused on the Mountain Dragon in this scenario, because Jax TPing into a fight and Shen TPing into a fight, one gives a massive shield, one doesn't. So really where the advantage is going to come is when they TP into that fight. You actually want that fight to happen. So focusing on the fight instead of focusing on the top lane makes more sense.
And I also think 2 Mountain Drakes on the side of CoryInTheHouse with the Jinx, you're absolutely going to shred Baron in 30 seconds, or not even 30 seconds, like 10 seconds. It'll be gone off the map. So that adds to that pressure of we can take Baron at any time you slip up on warding or you get called on the wrong side of the map. Giving the blue buff over to the Brand. I like that. I think that's good. Ooh, good flash. Brand is absolutely dead. Gives the blue buff to Rammus. Here you go, bud. Sorry I took your jungle. My bad. Yeah. I mean, it was a good flash taunt by Ben King Leo there. But at the same time, I feel like GG was being a little greedy there. They took the blue buff and then stayed for the tower, even though Azir's in the mid lane trying to recall. So
while I agree with you about the quickly taking Baron with the Jinx's DPS, looking at the side of GG Esports, think about the Azir, 3 soldiers on the Baron, plus the Jinx % max health damage, plus the Brand burn damage. I think they actually take it quite a bit faster, especially now that they have a Mountain Dragon.
Right, no, I'm not saying CoryInTheHouse would take it faster than I'm just saying that's why you want the double Mountain.
So that you can compete with that damage.
Yes, yeah. But now that you give it up, now you both have a Mountain each, so you have no advantage.
Yep.
But either way, no sense crying over
spilled milk.
Dragon's gone. So, I do like Level 2 gank here, throwing out his sleeps, trying to get a pick, because if they can hit Azir or Vayne, or even Brand with the sleep here, they could easily burst him very quickly.
Indeed, Jack split pushing bot, seeing that turret's already partially low.
Yeah, I like the lane assignments by GG here, putting Jax in the bot lane. Because I don't think Shin can compete with him right now, so
No,
he should be able to just
times. The press of the attack goes down and Jax just eviscerates him.
Yeah, for sure. So this should be free towers, and if they go bot and try to 2 or 3v1, I think they do the same thing that they did with Dragon. As soon as someone shows, you start Baron, and now that you have that Mountain Drake plus, like you said, the Azir Vayne Brand, that's a free Baron.
And Zac, Vayne, and Brand make up their own little tiny team with AoE DPS, a single target DPS, and a tank. So yeah. They do a really good.
They're collapsing on the Jax here. Go Baron. Go. Yes, there's the ping for Baron. I like it. Ninetales just needs to buy as much time as he can. Good job on the counter-strike. Good job on the flash. He's buying tons of time, and he's gonna live. And they should take Baron off this. This is a massive throw from CoryInTheHouse.
Massive for GG Esports.
And Jax doesn't even die. Oh, well, Brand will die, though. Okay, well, that's not good, but, I mean, for Baron, my support dies. I'm sorry, buddy, but I will sacrifice you to the Wolves every time that trade is available.
Indeed, and it's a micro thing. It's like, do we run away from Baron back to the base, or we just back here? And so they mistimed the movement speed of CoryInTheHouse, leading to one of them dying, but the rest getting out.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I can't believe Ninetales lived. Like, ugh, that's a tilter. When you give up Baron to chase a kill, and then you don't get the kill, it's like, oh, I am salty.
I forget if it's any projectiles or if it's only AoE effects, but Jax's Counter-Strike not only blocks auto attacks, but it also reduces one of those two by a third, which really allows him to live a really long time, even if they're not
going in right here. This should be... No, that's not a kill. Okay. Well, gets the flash out of Zoe, gets the flash out of Nautilus. Nautilus is super low. They should be able to siege this tower here. Maybe not. Zoe is pretty difficult to do so. Yeah, I really just want to see GG Esports. What is Zoe? Hello?
That may have been a DC.
I would hope so. I don't see...
As there's no charm or taunt on the side of GG Esports.
Did they give up? Is CoryInTheHouse giving up here? Is this the beginning of the end? Alright, so either way, Zoe is dead. Rengar jumps in. They will flash out. Shurima Shuffle is in. Jinx goes down. Rammus should go down very shortly. That's at least a mid-inhib. 30 seconds on the Jinx, 30 seconds on the Rammus. They might go for the end here because there's really nothing to stop them. Shin's still top lane.
They really don't have the damage to deal with GG Esports right now. Not with the Jinx.
Zoe is up. But Zoe will land asleep, but Vayne is super far behind her team there, so she will not receive any damage. This could be the game. I think you just end. Go for the Nexus. Don't worry about champions. They're pinging it. They're spam pinging it. And there we go. That's it.
There's the 2-0 GG Esports.
I did not see that ending coming about. That just... Wow. Okay.
Yeah, really, they just don't have the damage without the Jinx up. Zoe can hit one person, but then it takes her a while to hit another person. At least she can't continuously auto-attack like Jinx.
Yeah, 100%. So, wow. That was, again, a pretty clean game by GG Esports. Obviously, like we said, there's a couple little here and there, you know, I'll nitpick. But I honestly thought that was a pretty good game by GG Esports. I think Ninetales did really well in the Jax both games. I gotta give a little golf clap to Rengar. I think he played a great Sejuani game. Zac wasn't as good as a Sejuani game, but it was still pretty good.
He got a couple good ultimates where he pulled the Nautilus or someone else into the team.
100%.
Yep.
Zeno had a great LeBlanc game, pretty good Azir game. The ADC, I have absolutely no idea how to say this guy's name. I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to call him Triple X. I'd say...
Tentacon. I'm going to go with that.
Tentacon. We'll call him Tentacon. I like it. He had a pretty good ADC both games. Halsey, I thought, had a great Blitz game. His Brand, Not so much.
Brand did a lot of damage, though.
Did he? I haven't looked at the damage charts yet. Oh, he did do quite a bit of deeps. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty quick game.
He was
though.
tied with the Azir.
So yeah. But honestly, GG. I think both matches, all 5 members played pretty well. Meanwhile, CoryInTheHouse, I thought Cobra King did very well.
Indeed.
But like we said, they were using an emergency sub. I think one of them was playing off role. I'm assuming level 2 gank is a jungler, generally speaking. That's call me crazy.
By the name.
Call me crazy here. I'm assuming he's a jungler. So,
Yep.
do we want to get an interview? You want to interview someone? I'm thinking interview, right? Right.
Who would be our standout player in this game?
I mean, I think we have to give it either to Ninetales or I don't know. Ninetales, I think, did very well. Rengar, like I said, did well, and then Xeno did pretty well.
I honestly feel like the LeBlanc game on Xeno was extremely critical for that first win. Despite everyone playing well, I think that's what really put the pressure on the ADC on the Twitch and really prevented him from doing much. I'd have to give it to Aurelius.
Yeah, you think so? I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So let's pull this guy in here.
Hello.
So, Mr. Xeno, Mr. Mid Laner.
Wait, I can't hear you guys talking.
GG.
But I'm gonna leave. Can you put me back?
Oh, well, that's a short interview. Let's try this one more time, huh?
I can't hear.
Yo,
Hello?
Mr. Xeno.
All right, there you go. I can hear you guys now.
Excellent.
Good to have you here.
So, Mr. Mid Laner for GG Esports. You guys had a great victory tonight, I think. I think it was a great... Both games were pretty good by you guys. Pretty clean. Couple hiccups here and there. But considering this match compared to the previous week's matches, I thought it was night and day. Have you guys been doing anything different? Any different practice regiment? Just, maybe had a coach come in. Tell me, what's changed? What made you guys go from old GG Esports, which is the bottom tier team, to GG Esports tonight, which looked, I'd say, at least a mid tier team, possibly upper tier.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You better change that real quick. Well, we did bring in a coach this week. He kind of yelled at us for like an hour or so. So that definitely gave us a lot of motivation to win this game. We came into this, we really wanted to win because we felt 3 weeks before this, we have kept tying them over and over again. And we made sure we're not overconfident. We made sure we're playing them like the same team every time and making sure to win.
Indeed. What were the comms like going into game 2, considering you're just coming off of a great victory? You guys were super excited. Were you able to calm down? Were you able to focus on the game pretty quickly? Did you give yourself some pat on the back and then refocus? How'd that go?
I'd say we stayed fairly calm, except for Rengar. He was a bit nervous. He was just kind of stress eating cake while threatening. he was saying he was gonna vomit and stuff. So he was a bit nerved out, but he pulled through. He had a lot of nice shot calls, for the Baron play whenever Ninetales was making all the crazy Jax jukes in the second game.
Indeed, that was some great plays.
Yeah, no, I think the Baron call was really good by you guys. So question now. So you said you have a coach, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So have you had this coach long? Is this a recent new addition to the team? What?
Addition? I believe his name is ZZ Coaching, I believe. He coaches master tier teams, so he's been a really big help for us.
Right. Is he a recent addition, or have you guys had him for weeks?
Yeah. We just got him for just this week.
Oh, okay. Well, excellent. Like I said, I thought you guys had a night and day difference between this week and the last few weeks.
Well,
so,
thank you.
Question for you: how'd you like the mid lane matchup? Did you think level 2 gank is he a good mid laner? Do you think did you shake out the trash? What would you say here?
The first game, I don't know why the hell he decided to play Gragas mid. Shit's garbage. Really seemed to know what he was supposed to be doing with his existence. So he just kind of sat around like potato. But on the Zoe, he clearly had no idea how to play Zoe whatsoever. He was constantly misjudging how far bubbles go, just completely whiffing them. But last fight, he literally just walked into our team. So think about that. He's definitely not too high up there for mid tier or for mid laners.
Okay, fair enough.
The question I have, going into game 2, I do not believe actually the LeBlanc was not banned game 2. Is there a reason you decided to go with Azir, considering you did so well on LeBlanc and she was open game 2? Can we get some insight into the thought process behind that?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. They had a Shen, a Rammus, and a Nautilus. That's just like straight 3 CC tanks. I'm not playing LeBlanc into that.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, I like that. I like the thought process there.
And I think
Okay, so so you guys, I think we said you were in 9th place before this game. Obviously, you know, the 3 points is going to do wonders for you guys. It should shoot you up to probably like 7th or so. So a couple good hops. So is this the beginning of the playoff run, the miracle run, and we're going to see GG Esports, you know, hop up there, you know, top at the top 3 spots and secure a playoff?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. I mean, next week we're playing against Naughty. We're gonna dumpster their garbage mid laner. Ninetales garbage top laner, taking out Naughty's garbage top laner. You know, their whole team's kind of just trash, so we're gonna beat them pretty easy 2-0.
Okay, so if you had to pick one, who would you say is the worst player on Naughty Nips?
I mean, they're all pretty like equally garbage, but if I had to pick one, it would be Omen.
Omen. Okay. What would you think? Is he like bronze 1, silver 5, bronze 3? What do you think his actual rank is? Because we all know he got boosted, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he's even on the spectrum.
Okay.
He's just kind of like way down there.
No, hey man, it's your mid lane. I'm just a caster. So, all right. Well, there you have it, folks.
Good to have
Esports is going to make their miracle run. This was just the beginning. You're going to see them in playoffs. You're going to see them next week. Dumpster Naughty Nips, and that I'm quoting that. So, Owen is a garbage mid laner. Mr. Zeno here is going to take him to school. Absolutely dumpster him. Stuff him in a locker, just like all the bullies do. So thanks again for joining us. You got anything else, Aquatic Dark, that you'd like to add?
Just. It's wonderful casting. Had a great time. Hope you do it again.
I had a great time as well. We will be back here tomorrow. We are streaming another doubleheader starting at 7 p.m. EST. We are having Aether Esports take on the tied for #1 seed Piping Esports. I think it'll be a great game. We got 2 great casters lined up. They slipped my mind who they are right now, but trust me, they're great. I know them personally. Following that match, we're going to have another match starting about 8:30. We'll say 9 p.m. following the completion of match 1. Myself coming back to cast again with my best duo partner, best bot in the West, Xdon. It's going to be hype. It's Nevermore versus Naughty Nips. Super hard grud match. Both teams been talking trash all week, and I'm sure it's going to show in their play. So come check us out tomorrow on Twitch. My name's Dota. This has been
Aquatic Dark. Had a great time. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.